Social isolation is an objective state defined in terms of the quantity of social relationships and contact we have with others, whereas loneliness is a subjective experience. It's a negative emotion associated with this perceived gap between the quality and quantity of relationships we have and those that we want.
We've got, I think, 16 or 17 multi-storey blocks across One Manchester areas, recently refurbished and wind and watertight and fabulous dwellings in terms of places to live. But we have a lot of people who live in them because of their design and because they are single person occupancies in a lot of cases. Lots of people who are disconnected from work, from society, from family. A lot of isolated people in there, a lot of people with problems.
I find it incredibly hard to fill my days.
If I don't go shopping, I'm sat in the flat doing nothing, watching television or sleeping. You can walk out many a time, go shopping and you see no one. Whereas when you lived in a terraced house, you could walk out and there were people on the street all the time.
Growing up, I knew all my neighbours, their kids, their names. I've lived there, 24 years, and I know very few.
I just get like nervous and fears, like thoughts, things like that with me. It's all this taken away when my dad passed away and things like that. I think it all started off from that. I don't know what the feelings is because I was never like that. You know, I'm just getting like scared, frightened of myself all the time. At times things.
My role at One Manchester is group culture lead, and it's my job to try and use culture to engage people in activities that will contribute to their well-being. As part of this work, we've been doing a project for nearly 2 years now with the Royal Exchange called On Top of the World, and we're working in 4 tower blocks, 2 in Hume and 2 in Gorton, and we're trying to connect people at risk of isolation to the theatre and other cultural opportunities.
We discovered when we first began to implement the project that people were completely disconnected from their own community and services, living in complete isolation with no support networks.
And we're working with them on a weekly basis, and over the period of a year of sort of quite intense work, we've got them to the point where they're devising and taking part in performances.
The relationship building and breaking through some of the barriers to engagement has definitely seen an increase in neighbourliness and community. This project has definitely delivered on that. People have expressed all the time that they're feeling much more connected. They're now saying hello to each other. They feel a part of something, and it's given them a fresh sense of purpose in some respects.
I mean, I think laughter is one of the best medicines that you can have, and I think this group itself is actually bringing that out.
I love acting. Someone said to me, right, you try. Going in there, you never know, you might get to meet some nice people, which I have. I just feel like a different person.
I quite enjoy it, yeah. I mean, I think you've got to go to experience it and catch the bug, you know.
I find it's interesting when I'm going to these places now and what I saw, and feeling better in yourself for seeing things different.
You're making me personally, you're making me feel that I'm known and not just a number. I was the man that lived at 44 that's got a chair, a walking aid. Now they know me as Roy.
To see the guys that we've engaged with in the high-rise blocks actually delivering, devising, creating, making change in their own communities through the work, well, it's overwhelming just how far they've come. Everybody involved in the project, including the residents, the housing provider One Manchester, the theatre, have worked really, really hard to make this project a reality.
You can see the monastery. It's a fine old building. Can you hear me from up here?
Can you hear me from up here?
Can you hear me